Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something really cool, the transcript from a live collaborative storytelling session. We're going to see how this raw improv story just spirals into this dark, super suspenseful tale about vampires, monsters, and a mission that goes completely off the rails. Right from the jump, the session opens with this haunting monologue. It's almost poetic, and it just perfectly sets this gothic, unsettling tone. You get the sense that this isn't just a descent into a physical mine, but into a place where your own mind feels like a void. It's the perfect setup for all the darkness to come. So, what's the actual story here? Well, we jump in with a group of kindred, that's vampires, who are on a really high-stakes rescue mission. A powerful official, the Seneschal, has vanished, and, you guessed it, they're the ones tasked with getting her back. No pressure, right? Okay, so here's the quick briefing on how they ended up here. The first suspects, a group of local anarchs, turn out to be a dead end. But then, a video feed gets hijacked, and it shows the Seneschal, tied up and beaten. The team traces that signal to an old, abandoned mine at the edge of the city. And here's the kicker. They know they're walking right into a trap. Now, this is not some tight-knit group of friends, far from it. This is a very tense alliance of convenience. You've got Eric, who's this pious, conflicted soul. Then there's Frost, a super pragmatic, mission-first detective. We've got Alex, a feral brawler, and Gabriel, a quiet, watchful undertaker. The only thing holding this crew together is this one dangerous mission. So the team gets to the mine entrance, which is cleverly disguised as a mausoleum. They break this old, rusted padlock, and the moment they step inside, they've crossed a threshold. They've left the modern world behind and stepped into a place of stale air, deep, oppressive silence, and, yeah, lingering spirits. And right away, you see this huge divide in the group. As they step into the pitch-black tunnels, some of them tap into these innate, supernatural powers. Gabriel's eyes literally become these voids of pure darkness. Alex's start glowing with the predatory red light. And then there's Frost, ever the pragmatist. He just clicks on a heavy-duty flashlight. It's such a fantastic contrast between the monstrous and the mortal, all in one moment. As they push deeper, they start to realize the mine isn't empty. Not at all. It's haunted. The walls are stained with old blood and what look like drag marks. And the tunnels, they are filled with the silent, watchful ghosts of miners who died down here. They don't attack, they just stare. And their presence is this heavy, silent judgment on the intruders. So creepy. After this really tense, quiet negotiation where Eric and Gabriel are trying to appeal to the spirits, the ghosts offer a single, unified clue. In perfect unison, they all just point, deeper into the darkness. It is a chilling moment for sure, but it confirms they're heading in the right direction. Okay, so the team has managed to get past the Silent Guardians. But of course, the mine has other, more violent caretakers. Now the group is about to face its first real trial and discover something truly monstrous. They're following the path the ghosts pointed out, and then they hear a noise, a step, then a slide, a step, then a slide, and the jingle of a chain. So what kind of unnatural sentinels could possibly be lurking down here, guarding the way forward? And here they are. What they find is absolutely horrifying. Two figures that were maybe once human, but now they're just twisted into grotesque weapons. One has a crude club literally grafted onto its arm. The other has a long blade. They're chained to a post in the center of the room, just shuffling in a circle, their eyes a milky, unseeing white. And this moment reveals just how divided this group is. Frost is all business. Avoid them, the mission is the only thing that matters. Alex, the brawler, sees a challenge and is ready to fight. But Eric, he sees their tormented state and argues they should offer a grim kind of mercy. It's a really fascinating clash of morality happening right there in the dark. In the end, pragmatism wins out. They decide to sneak past. They're pressed up against the far wall, and as they move, the creatures sense them and just lunge. Their chains snap taut just inches away. The group can actually feel the wind from their wild swings whipping past their faces. You can just imagine how incredibly tense that was. Okay, they bypass the guards, and now they're pressing on to the heart of the mine. This is it, the main event. What started as a rescue attempt is about to explode into a life-or-death battle. They finally find her. They enter a chamber, and there she is, the seneschal, tied to a chair, beaten up, but alive. But just as they start to move toward her, their captors step out of the darkness. The trap is sprung. But the leader, he doesn't want just a chaotic brawl. He offers a deal. A twisted kind of single combat. He gestures to his champion, a warrior named Kai, and lays out the challenge. Beat him, and you can all walk away. Alex, who's been itching for a fight this whole time, immediately accepts. She lunges with her claws out. But Kai moves with impossible speed. He doesn't even block, he just kind of shifts his shoulder, and her whole attack just sails right past him. It becomes very clear, very fast, that this opponent is terrifyingly quick. After a few really tense moments where the team can barely even land a blow, Alex sees an opening. Instead of trying to strike him again, she just dives in, wrapping him up in a grapple. She uses her raw, feral strength to slam him to the ground and pin him, completely neutralizing that speed advantage he had. And this is a perfect example of their teamwork, even if they don't like each other. With Kai pinned and helpless, Frost doesn't even hesitate. He rushes in, draws his bayonet, and with one brutal, efficient motion, he ends the duel for good by taking the guy's head clean off. The fight is over. So, the hostage is secure, the champion is dead, but as we're about to see, winning the fight doesn't mean they're safe, not by a long shot. Their escape is far from guaranteed. The remaining kidnappers, true to their word, actually retreat back into the tunnels. They let the team grab the unconscious seneschal, and for a second, it really feels like a clean, if bloody, victory. Mission accomplished, right? But here's the final, massive problem. They completely lost track of time in the total darkness of the mine. While they were busy fighting ghosts and monsters, hours were ticking by. And for a vampire, there is one enemy that is absolute, one they can never, ever fight. So, how would they escape? And that is the final, shocking twist. As they get near the entrance, they see it. A faint purple glow in the eastern sky. The false dawn. The sun is rising. They are trapped. They survived all the horrors inside the mine, only to be forced to spend the day there with them. Which leaves us all with one final, haunting question. What new horrors will the next night bring?